Is anyone else out there like me that has a little bit of a rebellious spirit about them? But pray for me about that. But if you're like me and have a little bit of a rebellious spirit about you, sometimes we don't like to be told what to do and to look out and beware. We kind of take that lightly sometimes. But as we look in the church, look in the chapter 2 of Colossians, Paul is continuing to warn the church of Colossae. He's telling them, he says, beware or look out for. He's telling them that lest anyone cheat you through philosophy and empty deceit, according to the tradition of men, according to the basic principles of the world, and not according to Christ. So he's warning them right now because at that time, we've discussed before that there were people that were adding to the gospel. They were adding traditions, things you had to do in order to be a Christian. And Paul is like, no, don't be deceived by those things. So that's the warning he's giving them there. And I just want to make it very quick, very clear that that same idea of adding philosophies, adding different bits of religion into your faith is what Paul is warning against. He's saying the traditions, the old Mosaic traditions will keep you bound up by the law. But by grace in the New Testament, we're free from the law. We're now no longer in bondage to tradition and these philosophies that they're trying to add to your faith. And it's like that today. So let's think about today. We have the same thing going on. People are adding to the gospel. And he's already telling you right now, basic principles of the world and not that are not according to Christ. So, today, I want you to beware. I'll be like Paul today. Beware. Because there are people telling you about different philosophies. They are telling you that you can mix karma into your faith, in your Christian faith, which has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. There are things, we have a philosophy of speak the word philosophy, New Age religion, New Age philosophy. Those things have nothing to do with Jesus Christ, and they will take you away. They will take you captive and take you away from your original faith. So Paul is warning against those things. So like today, we have the blab it and grab it philosophy, name it, claim it philosophy. Those things are not of God. Because I said it again, if you can just name it and claim it, blab it and grab it, what hope does that give people in other areas of the world that will never be able to claim it and have it and name it and get it? That's the false philosophy. The hope is in Jesus Christ, not in your ability to speak something into existence. So in any case, that's what he's warning us against. There's things, traditions that leave us and keep us away from Christ. And they do that today, even when I was growing up, and it's even happening now. This tradition, you had to wear your Sunday best to church. It's traditions and things like that of the world that keep people from Christ, because everybody doesn't have Sunday best. So they don't want to come to church because they look like they're going to be an outcast. They're going to be looked at and judged in such a way. But Christ is not about that. He's not about traditions. So don't be bound up by those things that can cause you to stumble and get you away from your faith and can actually hold you captive and take you away. We talked earlier in the yesterday in our previous video that what you believed in at first, continue to walk in that. Continue to be rooted in Christ. Continue to build. Continue to walk in the way that you first knew. Because people will come and they'll try to add this, take away that. However, you're living under grace today. You're living in the New Testament grace, no longer under bondage of the law. So remember that today as you walk through to not be deceived by the tradition of men according to the basic principles of the world. Because if the things of the world are influencing you, the world is not run by Christ. The world is run by Satan. So if you're mixing the philosophies, you're mixing the traditions of the world, it's very difficult to keep your eye on Christ and to focus on Christ, because the world is interfering with that. And I don't want that for you today. So God bless you. And Lord willing, I'll see you soon as we continue in the book of Colossians. But just remember, don't be deceived. Don't be tricked. And don't be held captive by traditions of the world. Take care.